I think so, and Hishgee, he is doing exactly what I mentioned before. So he's making sure to block the small camp, pull the creep wave all the way back up. Marvel, very wisely went the Timber Chain to make sure he dodged that first usage of the tag team. So he's not going to go down. Sure, he's not going to be able to get... oh, actually, he's just going to take the creep wave right here, so that should be just fine as well. He's got the safety of his tower, that extra little bit of regen as well. Hishgee's going in deep. What's he doing all the way up here? I guess. Yeah. He even picked up a last hit for himself underneath that tower, so he has to be pretty happy. Poloson can't chase him down either. You know, they've got the very similar movement speeds when boots aren't in the equation, but as long as Poloson doesn't hit him, that Orb of Venom isn't going to be effective at all, so... Hishgee, he's doing a good job, even just using the stun there perfectly. Orb has to be a little bit careful now, though. I think that all of that experience go to Marvel means he doesn't have enough to pick up the spike characters for himself, and not enough.
Things in the mind if I do.
Hishgee is doing it again. He's making a bit of a pull start to happen, but now the Timbersaw is level 3, so he's at least got those 12 points in the reactive armor. He's going to be just fine. Still forced to pop the salve, but he shouldn't be all that worried. Poloson, though, he's got the boots of speed coming out to him, so he's actually going to be able to catch this this Nyx. And even with the spike carapace, it's not going to be enough to really deal with him all that well. Yeah, he's been throwing himself a couple of mangoes as well, just to make sure he doesn't fall behind, and yeah, he's actually ahead of the Pugna, so he's doing just fine.
Dire's structures are
and Pugna actually has 0 denies, which I'm really surprised by.
This was over before it started.
I almost feel bad.
They could go back into Hishgee right now if they wanted to.
Denied.
Just opts to back up for now. He had the level 2 tag team available as well as those 8 stick charges, so now the Impale's going to be back off cooldown though, so it's going to be a little bit scarier. Bounty Rune's about to come up though.
Got it. I'll do that.
Oh, lucky.
That's what you get for bargaining.
Nicely done.
Precious bounty.
Marvel's nearly gotten to the point where Hishgee can actually just straight up leave the lane now. I'm sure he might want to get his level 3 and then start to venture towards mid, but he's done his job. He's secured the early game now for Marvel. There really isn't any kill potential at all unless they get at least a rotation through from, I don't know, the Rubick. Making an attempt on him, but yep, it's just as simple as a timber chain like that. The reason I said Rubick is like maybe he timber chains and then he lifts him up right after the chain latches, so it still goes on cooldown. But 1, 2, 3's in trouble. Oh, monkey.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Us tricksters need to stick together, eh, Rubick? Bara, you had all of existence to choose from, and you picked a fight with me? Idiot.
That was very close to swinging in Lilgun's favor, though. You had the Fairy Fire on the Pugna, didn't pop it. Nyx Assassin had 8 stick charges, didn't pop them either, and that would have been enough to at least live for that one more right click that you might need. He had the life drain available on 1, 2, 3, so just small decisions going slightly out of their favor.
Oh boy.
Your attempt was... I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You can see this is some good pressure though coming out from Lilgun. You know, ironic, they've got heroes that are nowhere near as good at pushing as they were in last game, but they're looking likely to take at least 2 towers before the 9-minute mark. Marvel.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Nice stun.
That's one that.
Ooh. Now that's costly. You know, you can afford losing this at the cost of a tier 1 tower, but yeah, not when you're forced to give up even as well. Shards as well. Yeah. Doing real well. Mid lane, it's sitting pretty low, only at 82 HP. I wonder if they'll try and deny it before it gets forward, or just assist with the TPs for now and then eventually get the deny on it later. Both of these lineups, though, they're really going to enjoy having this Spirit Vessel available. You can see the Pango is the one building it for ZeroTwo. Do we have any builders yet on the Dire side? No, not quite. So it's going to be quite important for them.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is
Snowballing
under
the game,
attack.
was that another pun? You'll take it.
Got it.
Oh.
Precious bounty.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fight fair.
Call it, it's over.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right. I mean, that did, to be fair, come at the reason that happened is that ChYuan was a little bit slow on his Boundless Strike. He doesn't Boundless him while he was still within the Wukong's command, doesn't give the Tusk the time to be able to catch up to him. So it could have still been, you know, this deathless game for them. Not going to be the case though. We're actually looking to go in onto Marvel. Here we go. Relo's coming in as well. Oh, nice ace.
Invisibility.
I almost feel bad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they've even got a Siege Reap assisting with this little push here. Obviously, Timbersaw happy to tank up any and all creeps and tower hits. Hishgee's a little deep though. Just gonna heal him up. Do it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, again, like, I'm just not quite sure what Lilgun were doing right there. You know, you could use the life drain, give more space, allow him to survive for that extra couple of seconds. You got the healing salve from the trusty shovel that the Pugna was holding on to. Or, you know, worst case, just get a single extra nether blast onto the tower. So at least you've got a little bit more control. They can't just TP right up there and contest you. But, no, it slips away from them one more time.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sanctity, like, he's got an okay amount of farm, but it's nothing that's really going to impact a team fight, which means, like, you saw just then Hishgee was trying to make a Vendetta rotation through. Dreamocel was farming on his own, actually, with the spirits out, so all you need to do is walk into that, put up your Spike Carapace, right-click, Impale, you've got a Spirit Breaker, you had a Pugna. That should have been a dead IO, but just feeling a little bit too scared with how the game's gone at this point.
Predictable outcome.
I lost. I almost feel bad.
Only way that could have gone.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A little something extra for the effort.
That's the kind of, you know, snap decision that you need to make. You know, they were like, right, I got Relo, I could join you on this other side of the map, and you could hear the Pango was charging up his ultimate just prior to that even happening. It's that sort of thing where it just feels like they're a little bit more coordinated than Lilgun right now.
Precious bounty. That one hurt.
Follow attempt to go for the save on himself, but they're able to get the pick off. Still not enough to get the Spirit Breaker up into his level 6, and now Timbersaw might be in trouble. There we go. Damage go brew. Dream actually going for the Guardian Greaves, not something that you see super often on a Rubick, but it's going to be quite nice to be able to dodge out a lot of this, burst damage that might be coming through. You can see that the Morphling's going for the E-Blade build instead, so as soon as that E-Blade hits you before the Adaptive Strike, just pop the Greaves. It reduces a ton of the damage that's going to come in onto you. Same sort of thing with the Decrepify. Immediately purges it off yourself.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I think it's just fine for space creation though, what AfTerRain's doing on this bot side. They were using it to start to push this top tower, but as soon as that 17-minute mark comes up, straight back to the jungle. Get those tier 2 items so that you can join this next team fight with the relocate.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Quick Silver Amulet's going to be quite nice for this morph. Although I guess he's got the Growth already, so it doesn't really need it. Getting real unlucky on the Radiant side though. It's just the first neutral item that they've got out of about 6 camps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Haste.
Instant smoke as well, with the haste. Follow.
This is outrageous.
It's a stolen life drain. If you didn't have enough healing before with this Rubick, now you do. Look at that life trade.
I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad.
Look at that. You tried to keep a straight face for it. You did your best, that's all that matters.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You thought about it. Okay.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
You are too.
Well, they were able to get the tier 2 tower before the 20-minute mark, so that's, again, some more areas of the map as well as experience being denied away from Lilgun. Nice play for them, and you can see here, they're just sweeping across the map to all of the quote-unquote safe places that they might be trying to farm, but they're all just sitting inside their own jungle.
Is under attack.
That should help.
Double damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, no sorry, no glyph either. You've got your siege creep. Why wouldn't you keep pushing?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Monster kill!
I almost feel bad.
Oh, they got him. Little slow there by inYourdreaM. He had the mech available and the live stream, but just wasn't able to get it up in time. Yeah, but I feel like a big part of that was due to playing up against the Underlord as well, and they had terrible heroes at actually sieging high ground against an Underlord. That time around, they could have very well just dropped the Wukongs and guaranteed that set of racks for themselves. Like, Pugna has, what, he's got the Aether Lens, but that's it. No other cast range increasing items. He wasn't lucky enough to get the Keen Optic. So if you just put it forward enough, Pugna's not going to want to stand inside the Wukongs just having monkeys start hitting him. It's just a space denier, you know? Like, Supernova can be used as a very similar sort of thing. Tombstone as well. Like, it denies a lot of space that people might
Dire's
not want to run into.
Is under attack.
Can't see too much else from the dive, but the BKB on the Io is the next big one.
It's just a little snow.
And AfTerRain again showing why the Pangu is one of their strongest heroes, one of the most signature as well. You know, just constant pressure, getting these perfect lockdowns, good positions for these team fights to happen as well. I almost feel like he's the one calling when they want to be taking these fights, because he's the one initiating every single time.
Are fortified.
You talked in my vigor was never in question.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They've got the Io's BKB as well, coming out very shortly. And I think that's a Yule Scepter as well, completed by AfTerRain. So if he wasn't playing well beforehand, good luck trying to get away Morphling.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's so good. Unlucky. What's the... I mean, honestly, any just standard Rubick thing is fine. It's not like... He's not going to get the maximum value out of his arcane boots, though, because he turned them into the Greaves. So normally, of course, you disassemble them, you build that into the Aether Lens, then you just pick up either, or you save a few bits of travel, or you get a Tranquils just to allow your roaming to be a bit easier. Maybe it's just a blink. I think that'd be totally fine as well. You want to be able to quickly lock down the Pugna. If he gets out of position, you want to be able to quickly blink in onto the Morphling while he's Agimorph, perhaps. Yep.
Your shaman has fallen to the radiant.
I underestimated you.
Next time, try not to die.
Yeah, I think a big part of that fight was that inYourdreaM just straight up was not at that fight for most of the time. He walked all the way from top lane to that fight, and then as soon as he joins, they're able to just turn it around.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I almost feel bad.
You'll have to see it, a bit of a throwback. I've still got my my Vici Gaming ice sigil. Hopefully it still works with this new one. Yeah, I suppose so. Like, there's not a lot of right-click damage that's being dealt out right now. It's really that that level 18 that they're waiting for on Sanctity. He needs that just so that, you know, let's say worst case scenario he's forced to buy back, he's going to be able to get a second morph off in the middle of these team fights.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
He just got it.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's
I
bottom
almost
barracks
feel bad. I
has fallen.
almost feel bad.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's looking strong for getting their first win on the board. You know, a disastrous first 3 series, but this is, yeah, complete turnaround.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, God.
May the arts of oblivion.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.